everyone, and welcome to the launch party for Pageants, Pride, and Prejudice. Oh, drat, did you just catch me taking a sip of water? Yes, you did. So, look at this. It's New Year's Day, and I get to look all snazed out. I am so loving this. I cannot tell you the last time that I got myself dressed up. So, what an exciting kickoff to a new year. Today is the book release for Pageants, Pride and Prejudice Deeper Than the Surface. I've had the incredible honor as the founder of Guiding Brilliant Writers to kick off this, my second year in business, partnering, and the word for 2026 is most definitely collaboration. In partnership with Crystal Chilcott, an international figure skater, a lady who holds her master's degree in English, a type 1 diabetes advocate, and she is also Mrs. Olympic City. Crystal pulled together the vision for this beautiful book, and it highlights 8 stories of women from different backgrounds who have pulled together to challenge the stereotypical norms out there. Beauty is so much deeper than the surface. And with that, I would like to invite our co host for the evening, Crystal Chilcott.
Hello, thank you for
Hello.
having me. Happy New Year. I love your outfit. Your gown is very nice.
So much. And Happy New Year to you. And I love it. We're both in blue. Oh my goodness. Blue is the color for the year.
Yes.
Oh goodness. So how are you feeling? I mean, you have published before. The first time you were published, I was gliding on insulin, and that was a solo book by you. Then you published with me on a few anthologies. You are launching your very first collaborative book. I mean, like, how does this feel?
It's really exciting. It's been a really exciting day. My phone keeps notifying me of different messages from people saying that they purchased a copy, people super excited. I even have people who've already read the ebook and are really impressed by all of these women's stories. And I'm really excited now to have 7 of our co-authors now as officially published authors. So it's been a really exciting day. I've been on my phone all day talking to people and posting about the book and hearing about the anthology. So I'm very excited.
I have to say, the ladies themselves, I know, are excited. I woke up this morning, I'm on the East Coast, and Crystal is a couple hours behind me. And 2 of the ladies are in Alaska. So they're 4 hours behind me. I woke up to messages in the chat, and I was like, wow, they're up already. They're like doing their thing. And then poor Crystal, I think I called her. I was like, where are you? She's like, it's 9. I'm 2 hours behind you. I'm like, yeah, right.
Everything's fine. Don't worry.
Right? I seem to never get the hang of the time zones. I'm terrible like that. Oh goodness. So are you seeing what's going on in the comments? We have so many people to welcome already. Jackie Halberg in the house. Leslie Flowers, I see you. Hello, hello. I believe I saw John and I saw Meryl. I want to thank you all for joining us today. It is such a special day, not just because we are launching 7 new writers with Guiding Brilliant Writers, but these women, it has been a pleasure and an honor to work with each of them. When I think of women's history and the evolution of where we started 30, 40, 50 years ago to where we are today, these women exemplify what it is to be determined, to be resilient, and to be out there speaking your truth on behalf of everyone up there. And so tonight, I would really like to start with Natalie. Natalie, I know, is unable to stay for the entire program tonight, and she is Miss Senior America. Natalie's journey started in 1974. This was a couple years before I myself was born. And when I consider the trailblazing this woman has done. I feel goosebumps because I have this opportunity to sit here now in the background of this beautiful stage. I haven't walked a beautiful stage like this. But the fact that I can sit here as a bipolar businesswoman and do this is because of people like her. Crystal, any opening words before we bring Natalie on?
Well, Natalie was a big part of my inspiration to start competing in pageants again once I had aged out of the Miss system and was getting married into the Mrs. division because I watched her get crowned Mrs. Colorado American. But her pageant journey started, like you said, decades before then. She's been a trailblazer, and now she's been a national title holder. She served as Miss Senior America, and I got to follow her journey every single day she was posting about the work that she was doing. So I'm really excited for people to read her chapter and hear from her.
All right, can we please bring Natalie up? I hope we can connect. Fingers crossed, this is live TV. Okay, so hopefully in a couple of minutes we will be able to get Natalie up. Oh, there he is. There's our remote producer. Hello, hello. Thank you, Aaron. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year, my lady. And so Natalie, I need you to leave the studio and come back in, please, my lady. Your signal, like we've got your screen up. I can see you up in the studio here, but you're not showing up on screen. So if you could just exit out of the studio, try coming back in and refresh, and just make sure that your camera settings are set on. Okay, I know you've got it all set up. I can see you right now. There we go.
We got you.
I'm gonna drop myself out of here again because I feel like the thorn in a whole bunch of beautiful roses. So I'm gonna go.
Natalie, it's so good to have you. Unfortunately, you're going in and out with your connection. Aaron, we are going to give Natalie a chance, like you suggested, to reboot, and we're going to bring someone else up. All right, so Crystal, you have your pick of the ladies backstage. So I'm going to let you introduce the next lady up.
Okay, let's welcome Stevie. Stevie and I were actually roommates back at Miss Colorado 2013. We didn't know each other and we roomed together that week, and we have been friends ever since. She has won Miss and Mrs. Congeniality a million times, and you can tell why once you get to know her. So welcome, Stevie. Happy New Year.
Hello, Happy New Year.
Welcome. It is so nice to meet you in person. I know we haven't had an opportunity to do so yet, but I feel like I know so much about you already through your story. And I have to tell you, like, I love Miss Congeniality with Sandra Bullock. And if I had to win, like, something in a pageant, I totally would want to win that. So how are you feeling today? Like, did you ever dream that you would publish your story? Have you published before?
I've never published before, but I've always been a writer and I've always loved journaling. And I think with, publishing and actually writing your story, I mean, it happens in real time. I feel like through this journey, I think I kind of found a part of myself that I didn't know was there. So.
Oh my goodness, absolutely. And I love how you say it happens on your journey.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of people that have a goal to write and have a goal to perhaps publish a book one day. Many people do not step into that area because they're afraid for various reasons. Whether it is they're not comfortable sharing their story, they don't feel that they have the necessary skill set. And I want to say thank you to you for taking that opportunity. It could be stepping outside the box.
And I think it's actually a natural continuation of pageantry in and of itself, because just writing your story is just an extension of what you're sharing with yourself on stage. Because when everybody comes into a pageant, they're their own person. It's not the certain mold that a lot of people think that you have to do. They say that the crown, you don't fit the crown fits you. And if you're one of those lucky girls who gets that crown, it's validating in so many ways. But I think that the real the real magic happens in the background. It happens in the steps up to that actual crowning. There's so much emotions, and there's camaraderie, and there's a journey in of it itself within yourself and within all the girls. And I think that that's one thing that I fell in love with, and probably one of the reasons why I've been Miss Congeniality for a good few amount of years. It's almost a reflection. I've always said as myself, I'm almost a mirror. I mirror other people. And when you see, when you see a person and you emulate the same exact energy that they put out, and it's just, anytime I've actually won Congeniality, I was like, well, you know what? That's an honor to be voted by all these girls who I think are just as amazing. So.
Thank you for sharing that. Crystal, what are your thoughts on that? Because you did tell me ahead of time what to expect in terms of the sisterhood that I would observe. But I stepped in and wow, I didn't only observe a sisterhood, I felt the sisterhood in so many ways. And incidentally, you brought Stevie up here and you guys were roommates. You know, is this something that is just natural because of the environment that you're in? Or would you say it's something that, you know, each girl nurtures when they're there?
I think it's both. I think the environment, it's a daunting thing to do, especially if it's your first pageant, to go on stage and to go into an interview room with the judges. And I think we naturally support each other through that. But I think that that's something that keeps people coming back. Like Stevie and I now have been competing in pageants for a very long time. And I think some of the reason why we keep coming back is because of that sisterhood and that camaraderie. And it's not just about the actual pageant weekend or pageant week itself. It's about all the appearances, all the lead up events. We get to know so much about other women's community service projects, about their platforms, about their causes, about things important to them. And it ends up being a whole year of service, and getting to be around all those women is definitely something that I think is really important to pageantry and one of the best parts of it. And I think the sisterhood isn't just a buzzword or just something we say. Like, it's something that really happens and what we've really seen through our pageant journeys.
Absolutely. Stevie, I have one last question for you.
Yes.
So, the name of your chapter is Misunderstood.
Yeah.
What message would you like to give other women out there, regardless of age, that are in this moment feeling misunderstood, going into a new year unsure of just how they're going to show the world who they really are? What would you like to say to them, and what would you like them to think of when they consider going to purchase a copy of the book and reading your story?
I think that's a very, very tough question. I think that usually today is all about our hopes and dreams and, you know, what we want to accomplish over the upcoming year. And it's kind of it's different for me because I'm already reveling in what I've done this past year. And I think that, you know, just my story to get to out to everyone, and probably to any woman who does feel like they don't belong, there's a place. And it may not be the place that you expect. I kind of talk about how my pageant journey and the hard times that I had to go through in my chapter, because I always felt like I was different from everybody, and I always felt like I had to hide who I truly was. And through pageantry, I've had so many meaningful relationships and actually felt seen for who I really was. And it actually surprised me, because as I'm recounting this journey, I didn't really know where my story was going to lead. And it ended up in a really interesting place that I became a Mrs. And I became Mrs. Understood. And I think that was kind of like really beautiful for me, because I didn't realize that how big of an impact my now husband has been there for me, because he supported me since day one in anything that I wanted to do. And, you know, it can take you pageantry can take you in very surprising places. So.
But congratulations again on being a published writer today.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking the time to join us. I know it is New Year's Day. We truly thank your husband as well for all the support that he's given you.
Thank you.
So much. Take care.
Yes, thank you.
All right. So this has been a wonderful start here to the show, Crystal. I am really excited. If you haven't yet purchased your copy, we ask you to do so and to support women out there. This is a little bit of a difficult time that we're in the United States. A lot is happening politically and trickling down socially. And women in general are feeling that steps that have been taken toward progress are backtracking. And this show is by no means um, a crybaby show because that's not who we are here. Okay? This show is all about wherever we are now, we're taking giant steps in the future. So, with that, I want to ask if we can please bring up another individual. I will leave this to Crystal.
Can we bring Heidi on?
Absolutely. Hello, Heidi. How are you? And Happy New Year.
Hi, everybody. I hope your New Year's starting off with an awesome moment. And I woke up this morning, I read something that said I was going to lift my left leg up so that I could start on the right foot for 2026.
That was great. Oh my goodness. And you were one of the first ones on the chat. I looked at the time. I was like, what time is it in Alaska? I'm like, he is awake. From the get-go, you have been so excited about this opportunity, and you have been such a cheerleader for everyone in the group. You know, not just about sharing your story, but really cheering everyone on in the writing process and sharing how it was going for you along the way. So now that you are here, kind of at the end, but not at the end because it's a new beginning, right?
Yeah.
How are you feeling today?
I have not slept. I am running on pure adrenaline right at the moment. I have been on my phone personally emailing everybody on the friends list, which there's like 900 people and I haven't gotten that far yet.
Oh,
Just trying to share. I'm like, you gotta buy this book. Like, there are dreams and goals that are even happening today that we're wanting to break more barriers. You know, I talk about breaking barriers in my book, and today is one of those. I'm hoping we go big, like international bestseller, a book that has never been done before in the history of book writing. And so I'm just excited to be a part of this chapter, and for every person out there that's now officially a published author if you haven't been one before. And I just want to shout. I have this statement, like, I live in Alaska, so we have mountains everywhere, and I just want to go stand on top of the mountain and like shout it to the world how we're hoping that through this book people will rise above and break barriers and break stigmas and do things that they may have never thought they could do, and that we could just simply be of encouragement for them.
well, I have to tell you that Crystal and I did our research, and we've not seen books out there written to this particular topic of Pride and Prejudice in pageantry. And so we also feel that this book has the potential to really skyrocket. And that is where we want this book to go. And that is where you and the audience are able to help us. Each one of us has the QR code up on our background. It's $2.99 today for the ebook, and it is $9.99 for the paperback. So we encourage you to go and buy it. And once you have read your stories, we do ask you to return to Amazon and leave a review. Your reviews are very important. They tell people why it is they should purchase that book and what they're going to get out of those stories. So, Heidi, thank you so much for sharing that. Crystal, how did you and Heidi meet?
We met through Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have some mutual friends. I was Colorado's sweetheart in 2017, which you'll hear about in my chapter. And I was good friends with Alaska's sweetheart because alphabetically we were back to back that year. So I have this whole friends group in Alaska but I've only known them through social media. So I really need to plan a trip to Alaska. But I kept seeing Heidi's posts, and her story is very impressive. Everyone needs to read her chapter.
So a little bit more background as far as maybe what Crystal's not mentioning. The very first year, 2019, that my particular pageant went and added the Miss category, a gal named Patricia Cook became our first Miss Alaska for America Strong. And she currently now lives in Colorado. And I was able to recently go to Las Vegas, Nevada, and support the 2025 national people competing, and ended up connecting with people that were passionate about disabilities around the world. And then it was literally through those connections that I met with Crystal more formally. And we have just really, I feel like there's an instant sisterhood, which I talk about in the book, but it's lifelong. And I'm just excited at representing the disability community. And gosh, I don't want to ruin the book. You guys have to go buy it.
Yes.
Well, there's a lot packed into your story. So no matter what you share here tonight, there's going to be a lot more to read. And so you kind of segued into what I was going to ask you. You're an individual that was born hard of hearing. You also have ADHD, as well as you're a cancer survivor. So you faced a lot of challenges in your life and overcome them. What was it like sitting down to write this story? Was there any fear in you to put it out there?
Absolutely no fear, because it is a passion of mine to be able to hopefully give other people an opportunity that they can only think. I use the word unimaginable possibilities. And I don't like the word impossible, because what you didn't mention is that I'm a very loud and proud autistic person. And I'm not ashamed of it. I don't think we should be ashamed that our struggles can elevate through the exact way of who we are, to elevate and have other people rise above their journey. And so I haven't been afraid at all. I'm, like I said, I am just so beyond blessed. I'm hoping that my testimony can reach somebody. I think that we all have a voice, and some of us just need a little encouragement to know where to use that. And for me to be able to break stigmas that are attached to pageantry, somebody who is autistic, can't compete. You don't have that, perfect body image, or whatever people think that pageantry is stereotypically about. It is so not. It's about getting your mission out there, changing the world. I have reached people across the globe, Israel and Saudi Arabia, people where women and people with disabilities are not even valued. They're looked at as outcasts. And to be able to be a part of helping people around the world thrive, build their own programs to help people come out of saying, I'm going to shine, and I'm going to shine my way. So
Beautiful.
Sorry, my brain is 100 miles an hour right now. So I
Do not apologize. Be loud, be unapologetic, because you are bringing light to so many women across the globe.
And
So
even with my challenges, my cancer, I'll share this. Back in 2024, I almost died, and because of the pageant, I had something to fight for. I had a sisterhood that came along my side. I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here even on this interview. I really shouldn't. And by the grace of God, I truly believe that I'm here because he has a purpose and a plan, and he's not done with me yet. And
No,
if
no.
I can leave that, your journey is never done, and no one can ever limit you. It's you that would limit yourself. So please just take today, the first day of 2026, go soar to new heights and accomplish things that somebody else may tell you is impossible. No, it's not. It is not.
Possible, impossible is impossible. Wonderful, Heidi. Thank you so much for joining us. And we'll see you backstage in a little while. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. I mean, we've only had a couple of ladies up, and already we're like,
Yeah.
hyping up this crowd, and everybody wants to know more. And I'm seeing people in the audience saying they already purchased the book. They're in fact at this moment reading it while they're watching the show live. This
That's
is
awesome.
exactly what we want. And
Yeah.
we want to thank you for being here with us today. So we're going to play a little bit of trivia because we like to give stuff away. Why not? We're celebrating. It's New Year's Day, right? So I do believe that Crystal is going to give away.
A copy of the book.
She's going to give away a copy of the book. But of course, who doesn't want an extra copy, right?
Fantastic.
You gotta
Yes.
have a friend that you want to pass this along to. Who's your bestie? So here's the question. In what year was the first Miss World pageant held? Okay, pageant contestants, you cannot answer this because I am pretty sure you guys know. So people in the audience, throw up that answer. We want to know if you know in what year was the first Miss World pageant. All right. So, Crystal, who are we bringing up next?
Is Natalie's connection resolved? Because I know she could only stay for part of the show. So could we see how that's going? No? Okay.
We unfortunately lost Natalie. I'm still waiting for her to reconnect, and we're just, I believe it was a connectivity issue from her location. So I just advised her to find a new location, and we will try and get her back on.
Okay.
But we do have, sorry, I don't want to butcher her name, Messalia?
Michaela.
Sorry, my eyes can't see it very well. My apologies, milady, if I butchered your name. And we've got Amanda, and we also have Kate in the background. So whichever one you'd like to pick, milady.
Great. Well, yeah, let's bring up Michaela.
Wonderful. Hi, how are you? It's so great to see you again. Oh my God, I feel like
you're just on mute, milady. Sorry to interrupt, sis. You're on mute. There we go.
Thank you.
Oh my God, I was just saying it's so great to see you. I feel like I know you already so much because whenever like we're on screen with each other, I see a little one. Oh my God, I just want to like punch him. So, how are you today and Happy New Year?
I'm good. How are you? Happy New Year to you both. I'm so excited to be here today.
Thank you.
How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. I'm so excited. I'm just happy that this project came together, and so thankful for Crystal and for you, Nick, for putting us all together and making this book a reality. I never even thought about writing my story down. And so when I saw Crystal come up with this brilliant idea for a book, I knew I had to be a part of it.
So wonderful. And, you have to thank yourself. If you didn't say yes to the opportunity, you wouldn't be here. There would be no book if each of you didn't step up and say, you know what, I'm going to do this. And what a way to kick off a new year. Is that little one I'm hearing in the background?
Oh, yeah, we have both of them here. They're always not very far from my side.
Well, listen, they're more than welcome to come on screen and say hello. After all, their mother is magnificent, and she is quite an example for them out there in the world about what they can, and I don't want to say they can't do, but what they can do. So I'm seeing some answers coming up there. No one's landed the answer just yet, but keep trying, okay? What year was the first Miss World pageant held? Crystal, why don't you share with us how you met Michaela?
I met Michaela my first year that I was competing in Mrs. Colorado. And she made history because she was competing while openly pregnant. And her daughter ended up being born on the day of the Mrs. America pageant. So I think that in the future we will see her on the pageant stage as well.
Okay.
I think we'll see her very soon. We should see her already. Like, just when I'm getting ready, she's like sitting at my vanity, like putting her makeup on. I'm like, all right, girl.
Oh God, how special is that she was born on that day? And oh, I can't tell you how much I love that you were carrying her when you competed. Okay? Because people take away all of this, and where do we start? We start as women, okay? We're daughters, and then we become mothers. We are who we are before anything else. We are people before the professionals. And to walk that stage is a profession in its own way. And that's what these women are doing. And to marry motherhood and the beauty of bringing life to this world with being on stage and creating life for so many others is such a blessing for you to be able to give to others. So, Crystal, do you have any questions for Michaela that you would like? I know you know her a bit better than myself, so perhaps there is something in the story you would like to bring out with a question of your own.
So I didn't know until I read her chapter how long she's been dreaming about being on the pageant stage. So I'd love to hear a little bit more about that. Like, what made you go from dreaming about pageants to deciding to participate?
Well, I actually had never known anybody that did pageants before I did my first pageant. So I didn't really understand like how you even get started in a pageant. Like, I didn't realize that you could just sign up. Like, I don't know what I had thought like being in a pageant was, but I don't know. I just thought that you had to be some special person to be able to do a pageant. So I always watched pageants on TV and I loved them. But I never thought of myself as being somebody who could do a pageant. But it was because I saw somebody who I never met her personally, but a Facebook friend. I saw a Facebook friend post that they were doing a pageant. They were doing Mrs. Colorado, and they were Mrs. Colorado Greenwood Village, and I was like, just thinking like, wait, so you could just sign up to be in a pageant. So I ended up connecting with her, and she gave me like all of the information and helped me to get signed up. But I think just that idea of knowing somebody that's done something before you can make all the difference. Like I said, I never knew anybody that did a pageant, so it didn't feel like something I could achieve.
Oh my God, what a wonderful way to say that. Seriously. You know, seeing somebody do something that you haven't done before, so you didn't know if it was something that you could do. And you just did that with writing this book as well.
Yeah.
That's what you just showed people. You showed people that they have a story to tell. They can tell their story. There are opportunities out there, and nothing is holding them back from doing that. So congratulations to you, Michaela. It's such an honor to know you. I look forward to where your children are going to end up one day. You, like I said, have set a shining example to them. You're breaking ground. And I see you all over social media with the incredible charitable and non-profit work that you are doing. You are someone that has boots on the ground, literally boots on the ground. Go read a chapter. You will understand what I mean by that comment, boots on the ground. So, Michaela, thank you so very much for joining us. We're going to let you get back to your little ones. And by the way, beautiful.
Thank you so much. Nice to talk with you all today. And I look forward to everyone reading our stories and your review of what you think of it as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, goodness. I think that we need to have another trivia question. I will say that I believe there was one answer that came somewhat close to it. And I believe it was Jackie. I believe Jackie Halberg put up 1954, if I saw that correctly. So the first Miss World was held in 1951. Jackie Halberg, you are the winner of a free copy of Pageants, Pride and Prejudice, Deeper Than the Surface. Please contact Crystal, and she's going to make sure she gets that off to you. So,
Yay, good job.
Yay. Let's have another trivia question, shall we? So, Guiding Brilliant Writers is having its first writing workshop ever on January 15th. This is a $97 package, 2-hour Zoom class. And no, this is not a ChatGPT outline. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with using ChatGPT. However, unless you have enough time to pour all of your memories into it, it's unlikely to be able to write your story. So, yes, you'll be working with me. And yes, I want to help you be able to own that journey. So, I am offering $50 off your $97 class. And for anyone who does attend the class, they actually get $50 off of a future anthology project with Guiding Brilliant Writers as well. So here is the question. Which country was the first Miss Universe? The first Miss Universe was crowned. Which country was she from? All right. Listen, I can't tell you don't Google because I can't see what you're doing, to be honest. And who doesn't Google in this day and age? So, Crystal, let's keep moving. Who are we going to have up next?
Let's bring up Katie. I believe she's in Hawaii right now. So
Oh,
she took the time out of her trip to come visit us. Hello, welcome.
Hi.
Oh my God, what is the weather like there? Do I dare ask? Do I even want to know?
It's perfect. That's
Oh,
the way it is. It is perfect here. And I'm from Alaska, so getting to go to Maui and get some sunshine is just incredible. It lifts my
yes.
spirit so much.
Oh, please send some to New York. It is freezing here. And
Oh no.
even on the days that it's like not like freezing, it's
Yeah.
so windy. So, you feel like it's blowing right through you when you're sitting outside. And of course, what am I doing sitting outside in the middle of winter? Well, if you know me, you know I have a little bit of a bad habit. So yes, I am sitting outside sometimes. Well, anyway, so how are you feeling today? Oh my God. I remember I wrote in there, I said, listen, can we come in full regalia tonight? And you're like, oh, but I'm in Hawaii. I didn't bring everything. Like, you know what, honey? You brought your beauty. Your true
I
beauty.
know. I didn't bring my sash or my crown. And Heidi, she is so sweet. She says, well, you live close to Anchorage, don't you? I could bring it to you.
Oh.
And I'm like, girl, I'm in Maui.
You know what? That is the example of the sisterhood right there.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I had no idea when I went into pageantry just how connected we all get, and not even just in our pageant, like in our particular pageant, but like across the board. Like, yeah, it's incredible.
So I'm a big project running with fun. And I was actually looking at an episode, and one of the contestants, I'm so sorry, I don't know, there's a bit of feed. Okay, so there was one of the contestants had the opportunity to design for someone in a wheelchair. And the lady was someone that was athletic. So she was always in athlete's clothing and she wanted a gown. And this woman went all out. She not only made her a beautiful gown, she wanted a train that she can have flow behind her wheelchair, right? And this woman designed it in such a way that that could be done and that she could shorten it and she could also lengthen it. And when I see pictures of you in your gown sitting in your chair, it brings me back to that because it makes me think that every woman, okay, I'm no different, wants to have that opportunity to put on these pretty clothes and, look all, and why not? Isn't that part of our feminine beauty, right? Yes, it's external, and yes, in time it will fade, but the outside package also is a reflection of the inside package. So that big genuine smile, that's coming from somewhere. And you can always know when the smile is not really coming from somewhere. So Have you felt any discrimination at all? I know in the pageantry, obviously, you are Miss Wheelchair USA, right? So other competitors would have been in wheelchairs as well, but not everyone in attendance would be, and you would have attended other events as representative of your crown. Have you been exposed to discrimination since being a part of the pageantry world?
Really? Oh, sorry. This is a really good question. Um, it was really funny, and no shade to anybody on this, but I I went to go attend a regular Miss Alaska pageant, and it was either Miss USA or Miss America, I can't remember. And um and I get to the front of where the pageant is, and there's two flights of stairs. And like this is the door that everybody's going through, right? Like this is how you get to the pageant itself, and there's two flights of stairs. I'm staring down at these two flights of stairs, and I'm like, there's no way I can get there. And thank goodness my I had a caregiver with me who went and found somebody, and they took me like all the way through the back of the theater, which in Alaska is difficult, right? Because there could be snow and ice, and I'm in a wheelchair, and like that doesn't work very well. But we managed to get me all the way back around so that I could watch the pageant. And of course the pageant is incredible. There's all of these like young, poised, well-spoken women, and just like being able to be there and watch that was a challenge.
Mhm.
And that's my life. Like that's my life. And so like Heidi was talking about, like being able to break barriers, it's it's kind of an everyday thing for me. But that's the way it is, and that's okay.
It's more than okay. You've been breaking barriers long before you were on the stage. That is just amplifying the barriers that are in front of people that need to not go there, including a physical flight of stairs. You
Yeah.
know what? We can do better, much better than that. In this country and around the world, we have to accommodate for all types of people, right? So thank you for being so vulnerable with that. And your story is beyond inspiring because you are not just facing the challenges every single day. You're facing it in front of thousands of people who are judging you on more than the appearance that you present in your gown and in the wheelchair and what you represent for people with disabilities. You are also representing your intellect, and that is far more important than what this is. So again, I want to thank you, Priscilla. Is there anything that you would like to ask Katie to add?
What was your favorite part about competing at Wheelchair USA?
Well, I'm sorry, ask that again.
What was your favorite part about competing at Ms. Wheelchair USA at the national pageant?
The girls. Absolutely the girls. I mean, talk about sisterhood. Like a week ago, I mean, we chat all the time, right? Like we have a messenger chat, and we are constantly on chat supporting each other. And even after the pageant is done, and only one girl gets to win,
Right.
we're all still active in our communities and breaking barriers and in our wheelchairs speaking up and getting to meet. I didn't have any friends in wheelchairs before the pageant, like none, zero. Like I didn't know any women who were struggling with the same things I struggle with, and getting to spend that week with them and getting to know that. I mean, they're my sisters. They're they're absolutely my sisters, and I am so proud of every single one of them for being out there and and doing the things that they love and care about and speaking up. So proud of them.
We are so proud of you. Thank you for taking time from Hawaii to be with us today. We are going to be celebrating for a long time to come. This is just the launch day, and this is going to be going and going. And I'm pretty sure I've heard little whispers here and there of possible book signings. So we don't know what else is coming down the pike, people. Who knows? I might just find myself in Alaska. Okay.
That would be incredible.
We'll have to wear something a bit warmer, I think.
A little bit warmer, but
Yeah.
it would be amazing.
Oh, goodness. Oh, thank you so much. And we'll see you backstage in a little bit.
Thank you.
Oh, goodness. So I think we need to say hello to a few people. Quite a few people have joined the show since we first started. And we've just been rolling along and haven't had the opportunity to welcome you all. So Sharon Byrne, welcome. It's so great to see you and Happy New Year. Joni, I see you out there as well. That would be Elizabeth Hargrave. I do believe that I saw Kinga here as well. Happy New Year to you. And of course, savor the flavor, Mr. Potato Cheesecake. No, I'm just kidding. Not sweet potato cheesecake. Mr. Kenneth Dunham. And Lauren. Lauren, it's so great for you to join us. Hi, beautiful. All right. Wonderful to see everyone. Asking for your support today. Please scan the QR code. I'm just getting this side. I will make a terrible Vanna White. Please scan the QR code and go purchase your copy of Pageants, Pride and Prejudice, Deeper Than the Surface. The ebook is $2.99 and the paperback is $9.99 today. So we did put out a trivia question, and the question was, the first Miss Universe that was crowned was from which country? I don't believe that I saw the answer yet. I did see Israel come up from Leslie. Thank you for playing along. Again, which country was the first Miss Universe crowned? What country was she from? Yes, nope, not Brazil, but that was a good guess. And please Google away if you have to. This one is a $50 discount off of the $97 2-hour writing workshop with Guiding Brilliant Writers. So I want to see if I can pick the next person, if you don't mind. Like I have been like wanting to speak with her. So would it be possible, Mr. Executive Remote Producer, to bring up Amanda Petrianis, please? Oh my goodness, it is so great to meet you. How are you?
Hi. Nice to finally meet you.
You as well. You are a tough lady to lock down, I gotta tell you. She is so busy. And in the midst of writing her chapter, she was working on a bit of her political journey. So some of it had to be like kind of under wraps. And, she found a time to do this because it was important to her. And so please go ahead and introduce yourselves to everyone here tonight.
Well, I'm Amanda, and so I've competed in pageants for a long time. Me and Crystal met in some of my early days in the Miss America organization, and it was always a dream of mine to run for office. So all of my political all of my biographies, when you're competing, they're like, oh, Amanda wants to, she loves chickens, or she went to this school, or she did all these things. Mine were like, oh, she wants to run for office. And so it feels really special for that to be true now. I ran for a city council race against 2 men in Thornton, Colorado, and I lost. And it changed my whole life. My history and pageantry ended up being my superpower because I knew how to stand next to people who were different than me and hold my own ground. And it was just really cool to see all of that come together in a way that I didn't expect. I always thought I was going to run for office and I had to pack up all of my titles, pretend they never existed. I thought they were going to run on CNN and make fun of me. And kind of the opposite happened. So it's been really cool to see.
I don't care that I'm going whoop, 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 because I am. Talk about breaking stigmas. Let's talk about the world of pageantry and what people often think about the woman that get on stage. This is a woman that ran for office, people. Okay? These are the things that these women are doing. You see only what you have perceived in history of what a pageant is all about. Oh, no. That has completely changed. It wasn't politics that led her to here. It was this was a part of her journey that could be highlighted and that could be advantageous in her political career. Okay? So when you stop to think of the moves that you make in your life, and you think some of the personal moves that you want to make in your life are not society worthy, she is representing women, she is representing Hispanic beauty, she is representing everything that there is out there about a woman to be seen and valued and heard and to make a difference in this world. How are you feeling today writing your story, knowing that you're published?
I feel really grateful. I tell people that running for office is the equivalent of doing like 50 pageants at the exact same time. Like that is the level of growth in your life, in who you are, and how painful it is that you go through. Like people tell me I'm different now and I feel different. And to have, I don't know, to have been able to come to the end and now to put it onto paper and to share that with other people and have them see that there's like a process to go through to become our best selves is just really exciting. And I hope that other people are inspired by it. And I hope we activate, more voices of women.
I love it. More voices of women in writing, in owning your story, and knowing that your journey is powerful and become someone else's survival guide. And yes, in running for office, because you have a right to put your stake, your claim as a human being, as somebody who is contributing to our society. So, Crystal, do you have any questions you'd like to ask Amanda?
What skills from pageantry do you feel like translated well into your journey into politics?
Good question.
I think in pageantry, there's this period you go through in time where you're adjusting. Like as women, we can be very jealous creatures, and we all start there. I started there. And as you do so many pageants, you start to learn not to look to the left or to the right anymore, and to look at yourself and, what makes me special. And so like after a decade of doing this over and over and over again, like I already just had that inside of me. And so I knew who Amanda was. You could have put me next to Bill Gates and I would have still been comfortable in who I am. And so when I was debating two men older than I was who, right, they're different experience, and people perceived me in a certain way, like it didn't really like hurt my feelings or make me feel bad, or I wasn't looking to the left or to the right. I was looking at who is Amanda and who's Amanda going to connect with. And it's really advantageous, really in all phases of life, I would say. But this was like the first time that I really saw it in another arena. And I think that my competitors were not expecting that.
Wow. I mean, Crystal, do you have anything to say before I say it? I have a lot to say tonight.
I think that's amazing. I think it's really interesting because we learn so many skills from pageantry. It's not always the way that you think it's going to go. And I don't know as much about politics as I do about pageants, but I remember this summer, Amanda and I were at a brunch. We were talking about like, it's so cool to see each other going and doing the things that we said we were going to do a decade ago in pageants. And she's done that now. Like, it's really cool to see. And it's been amazing, like, to watch you on this journey. And then to also see all of our pageant sisters supporting you as well. Like, there were people volunteering with her campaign, posting about it, encouraging people to learn more about her. And that was really cool to see as well.
There are so many highlights of what you see in political representatives out there. There are so many words you would use to describe: diplomatic, poised, a strong public speaker, all of these things. And I don't think that most people would at that moment connect it to the world of pageantry. But those are some of the things that these women have to have in their toolkits in order to compete. So, Amanda, thank you so much for joining us, for taking the time to be with us today. We are celebrating you. We are supporting all of your endeavors. And we thank you for representing women worldwide. Have a great
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, goodness. So I don't know. The time is just flying. I know we don't have very many people left to bring up. And, there's so much more to share. We could be here for well, not till the next year. Yeah, that's really exaggerating on my part. But maybe it's not. Because you know what? There's so much more to our journeys than we would ever be able to share, even if we were to write that full book. There's always something that may be left out. So build your legacy and start writing that book today. Yes, I am a publisher. So, yes, I am certainly going to speak about that. Now, I want to say hello to Christine Jones for joining us. I did see Edwana Margaret Martinez out there as well. And a gentleman named Ray joined us. Thank you so much for being here. Did you see an answer? I did not see the correct answer, guys.
Nope, I did not see the correct answer.
I
We'll
saw-
accept Google answers if you want to Google it. Google it
Yes,
fast. Be the first
Google
one.
it. Go ahead and Google it. I want to meet you and I want to be able to do that writing class with you. So please go ahead and look for it. If you're just joining, the question is, which country was the first Miss Universe crowned from? And this gives you a $50 off the $97 2-hour writing workshop with Guiding Brilliant Writers. Okay, so Crystal, who's going to come up next?
So I know we had some connectivity issues. Is Kimberly available?
Yeah, so it's kind of been a bad evening for connectivity out there
Okay.
for them, both Natalie and Kimberly. Kimberly was on for she lasted about 3 minutes, and then she was having problems hearing what was going on. So I'm just patiently waiting for them to come actually back to the studio. So unfortunately, at this point in time, there is nobody here, but I would just ask you to give them a couple minutes to just see if they can make it in. But yeah, they kept dropping about 5 or 6 times throughout the stream. So unfortunately, the Gremlins have won this time. Oh, wait, we have it looks like Natalie. Speak, see, good things happen when we just channel that good energy out there. I believe it's Natalie on her screen. Let's just see. Well, welcome to the stage. I believe it's Natalie.
Natalie, are you with us?
I think I finally am. I was in a really bad cell zone, and now I'm in a car trying to get home so you can see me. But you can hear me now, can't you?
Yes.
We can, okay, and we're so glad you were able to connect. How are you feeling today? And you know what? Be safe driving. That's the most important thing. Like, we can have all the live shows. We need to make sure that you are safe.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I said, we need to make sure that you are safe. So are you comfortable being on with us while you're driving?
Okay, I'm not driving. My husband's driving. I'm in the back seat of a car.
Okay.
All right, there we go. Beautiful. Love it.
That's safe.
And safety first. Oh, goodness. How are you feeling today now that your story is published?
Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, I'm just over the moon. It's like this is a partial dream fulfilled because I think there's, a full-on book in me still. But starting out this way with, just sort of an excerpt of a rather important time of my life over a span, I'm just delighted to be able to share it. I hope that people are inspired by it and persevere through whatever they're going through. And so I've just been busy all morning letting everybody know, boy, I've been blowing up my own doggone phone.
Oh, my goodness. I love it because you should be very proud. And I had started the show saying that Natalie started her pageantry journey back in 1974. I myself wasn't born until 76. This woman has been trailblazing. This woman has been putting it down since before I was born. And you know what? I can sit here today. Crystal can sit here today.
Haha.
Can be here today because a woman like her who could not be crowned because of her skin color in the first stage she competed in. This is where the world of pageantry was and has come full turn to. We were not able to run a clip today. I would have liked to run the clip from YouTube of her news coverage interview, The Age of Elegance. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to, but I will share in the comments that link, and I encourage you to go look at it. Beauty is ageless, and the years of dedication Natalie has put into being where she is today is beyond inspiring. It makes you, after you read her story, want to get up, go out there, and scream to the world, I am here. See me.
Mm-hmm.
They are there. See them. And for that, I greatly, greatly thank you. Crystal, what about you? Do you have any questions? I'd love to know how you met Natalie.
We met through Mrs. Colorado. I was in.
Sis, could I just get you hands in your position, please? Your seating position. Could I just get you to shift and hands? Yes, perfect.
Sorry.
Just want to make sure you're.
Okay.
So I watched Natalie get crowned Mrs. Colorado American. I wasn't married yet, but I was about to get married. So after watching her get crowned, I emailed the director and asked if I'd be eligible to compete because I was going to be married by the next year. And she said yes. And I got to get to know Natalie throughout her year of service and then watched her get crowned as a national title holder. So she has a really long pageant journey, and I got to learn more about that from getting to know her as she was the reigning title holder.
Oh gosh, it looks like we lost her again.
Sure.
But thank you for saying that, because she was crowned Miss Senior America 2024 to 2025. And based on what my executive reward producers just shared, thank God Nick has never walked on a stage, because apparently she can't sit on a stage either properly. Yes, I did just say that because, well, I'm Nick, whatever. So, we got Natalie back. Great.
I'm back.
Natalie, if you can tell the audience if there is one thing that you want them to walk away with from your chapter and take with them throughout the rest of their lives, what would that be?
It's a very simple statement. It's not no until you say no.
Oh, I love that.
You see, this journey of mine, keeping my hand in the hand of my creator throughout, knowing that I was meant to be able to serve greatly on a large platform. I just always believed that about myself. And I just decided that the no's that I was getting for, something as innocuous and crazy as I have a better tan than everybody else just didn't make any sense to me. And so I just held that every time they said no, what they really meant was not yet, not yet, not yet. And I held out for 45 years. And I just, Nick, I want you to know that I actually started my pageantry journey in 1977. The first time I was in it, I was 17 years old and in a senior in high school at the time. That was the very first time. And then I won the first time in 1979. But listen, people, no matter what they say, they doesn't know who you are. They don't know what you're made of. And so I'll say it one more time. It's not no until you say no, till you give up, till you decide that they must be right and you don't have whatever it is coming. I always knew in my heart of hearts that if I were given the opportunity, I would make a really wonderful representative and national title holder. And I held on to that dream for 45 years until we were able, between God and everything I learned from 3 different systems, until we were able to bring all of that to bear and the right 5 people were watching and said, okay, we agree. We surrender. We're never going to get rid of her. So give it to her, for heaven's sake.
You know what? And it's time. And this was the time that it needed to happen to make the greatest impact on the world, on women, and just, I think, in the minds and the hearts of people to understand that we can't go back to where we once were. And
That's right. We're not going back.
We absolutely refuse to.
That's right.
And like you said, your chapter is a reckoning. And, you know, that might to some feel like fists up, let's go to war. Well, if that's the case, then let's do it. Because you know
Yes,
what?
ma'am.
This is a reckoning. If that's what it's going to take,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to take. Don't think we can't throw down in these pretty dresses. Oh, God. And that mouth of Nick's.
That's good. Well, and don't get it twisted. I got plenty of pretty dresses. Plenty of pretty dresses. Okay? I got a dress for you.
Oh God, I love it. Natalie, thank you so much for being able to. Well, there goes the resiliency of trying to get back on until you got back on. So thank you so much. Safe travels home.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you. Now, wait. Before I go, Crystal, when I dropped off, did you ask me a question?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So she was asking me how I met you. So I talked about how I was in the audience when you were crowned Miss Colorado American. And then I got to learn more about you when I started competing and through your year of service there. And then how I got to watch you get crowned a national title holder.
Yeah, sweet. It was sweet. And so, my dear, if anything I have done has inspired you to stay with it until they're smart enough to choose you, I'm happy to be of service.
Thank you. Yeah, your story is very inspirational because in my journey, I competed to represent the state of Colorado 10 times before last year. I finally found myself as a finalist and I haven't been crowned yet, but it took me 10 tries to make the top 6. So I can relate to the story of like, not yet, not yet, not yet.
That's right. That's right. It doesn't mean no. It means not yet. And if your eye is on the prize for a specific reason, and I can tell you, if the specific reason is to be of greater service, you will be blessed. And I don't know how, and I don't know where, but I'm telling you, your turn will come if you persevere.
I love that. Yeah.
You know what? Like fine wine, better with age.
That's
Natalie,
exactly right.
so very much for joining us tonight.
My pleasure. Thank you, ladies, for bearing with all the internet craziness.
No problem.
Of course. Of course. Thank you.
So I do believe we saw the right answer in the audience.
Yes, I saw.
That is correct. The first Miss Universe that was crowned was indeed from Finland. Congratulations, Leslie Flowers. I will be seeing you on the 15th. Thank you so much. So we are going to play one last trivia. How do you ladies get up on stage, do all this talking without a sip of water and not bite your own tongue? I am trying not to bite my own tongue. So the last question. Crystal, what was the last question?
How many times has Miss USA been crowned Miss Universe?
There you go. So I think this is a great question. We are all from the US, so we would like to know, please. How many times has Miss USA been crowned Miss Universe? And while you guys are thinking about that, we are going to ask our production booth to run one last video before we close out the evening. you so much. And again, I am so proud of all of you. Crystal, congratulations on launching your very first anthology. To everyone in the audience, we want to thank you for joining us. Happy New Year. And we haven't seen the answer just yet about how many times has America been named Miss Universe. So we are going to keep an eye out for that in the comments because we're going to be closing up. We're a little bit over time. And I'm going to ask Aaron if it's at all possible to bring up as many of the people backstage as you can at the same time. Are we maxed out? So we might be maxed out. Nope, we're still going. We are maxed out now. All right, so ladies, I'm going to ask you on the count of 3 to scream Happy New Year. Give a wave. Aaron's going to bring you down, and then we'll bring up the next set of people. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy New Year! All right, thank you. And you said Aaron's a genius because he can bring everyone down and bring everyone back up. Trust me. Aaron, can we spin the other set of ladies?
Do what to the what now? What did you need?
If you could bring up the other ladies we didn't just bring up.
That was everybody. Unfortunately, connectivity dropped. We lost Natalie again, and Kimberly never came back. So,
Okay.
Well, with that, we're going to wrap up, and we're going to wish everyone a wonderful kickoff to a new year. We give the biggest thank you to our executive remote producer, Aaron Gibson. Thank you for 3 years with me along the journey as the gifted bipolar writer, Nick Nevin Control, the person behind the pen, and now the founder of Guiding Brilliant Writers Publishing House. It is a pleasure to keep putting your voices out there, and Guiding Brilliant Writers is going to continue breaking stigmas because that is what we do, and this is how we make the world a better place. Good night.